Good morning, welcome to another Vlogmas video. Today we are going to be making a cookie that I absolutely love. They're a lot of work, so I haven't made them for several years. It's a triple ginger cookie. The recipe comes from a Cuisine at Home magazine that I had. I used to get a monthly, I think it was monthly subscription or bi-monthly, whatever. And I tried those several years ago and they were amazing. So we're going to make those today. I will link that recipe in the description box because it's not mine. You can still purchase my other recipes through that link at the top of the description box for $5, but this one will be linked in the description for you to access. Okay, welcome back to Harvest Moon Farm. My name is Mickey. I'm so excited that you're here to watch this video today. As I said earlier, these cookies are so good, but they are a little bit of work. So we are going to get started on these today. And let me just see what it says. So we're going to mix our dry ingredients together first in this bowl. So we want 2.5 cups of, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. To our flour, then we are going to add a teaspoon of ginger, teaspoon of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of cloves, so a half a teaspoon of cloves, a half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, and a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. So here's our salt. So I'm just going to stir this together and we'll just set this to the side and we'll move on to our other ingredients. Okay, so in our mixing bowl then we are going to put, alright, so we're going to add 1.5 sticks of butter into our mixing bowl. And I just put a half a stick in there. And I'm going to go ahead and just cut this in smaller pieces. And then we need a half a cup of sugar and a half a cup of brown sugar. So our white sugar, take these marshmallows out. You do want to pack your brown sugar when you measure it. Okay. There's our brown sugar. And then we're going to cream this all together. Okay, so now we're going to add 1 egg and we're going to go ahead and mix this until it's fully incorporated. there we go, a half a cup of molasses. Okay, so now we're gonna cut up some fresh ginger and some candied ginger. So the fresh ginger, we need 1 tablespoon. Okay, let's start with this. So we just want to mince this ginger. Now it's probably going to be a little more than a tablespoon, but I'll probably just use it all since it's chopped. I'm not the best mincer in the world. I wish I had knife skills like a professional chef. I don't, though. I would end up hurting myself and flinging food all over the place. Okay, so we're gonna put this minced fresh garlic in. This is a little more than a tablespoon, but whoops, it'll be okay. And then next we want to mince up some candied ginger, and we want 1/4 cup. So I'm gonna stick this ginger in the fridge. So I've got a 1/4 cup measure out. And if I remember correctly, this is the part I struggled with last time I did these, was mincing this candied ginger, because it sticks to the knife and it's hard to work with. Now, I did not have these really good knives then either. Because I'm feeling like this is not nearly as much work as I thought it was. So I think what I'm going to do is spray my knife lightly with some spray, some vegetable spray, and see if that, oh, that made a huge difference. Because then it doesn't stick quite so much. My husband's outside, and so the goats think they're starving even though they've already been fed. If they see you outside, they just lose their minds because they think they need more food. And I can hear them squawking out there. So my husband must be where they can see him. He was putting up some more Christmas lights around just different areas of the house. We have our house lights up. We put those up before Thanksgiving on a warm day, and then we always turn our lights on Thanksgiving night. It's the first time we turn them on. But we have other lights that we put up around different things, and he's working on that today. It's not super warm outside, but it's sunny and it's not as bad. We've had rain the last couple of days, so at least it's not raining. So using this spray is making a really big difference. And I feel like I read something recently about a way to make cutting up candied ginger easier, but I don't remember what it was. Freezing it, maybe? I don't know. I might just be dreaming. Alright, there's our 1/4 cup of candied ginger, so we're going to go ahead and put that in there. And then we're going to mix all of this in until it's well mixed. Alright, so now I'm going to clean off the beater. Oh my gosh, I wish you guys could smell this. Oh, So awesome. So this now is going to go into a bowl, and we're going to stick it in the fridge for about an hour so that it has time to chill and firm up a little bit, because the dough is too soft to work with right now. All right, there's our dough. So I'm gonna cover it with some plastic. All right, we got plastic, and this is gonna go in the fridge, and we'll be back in about an hour to continue working on these cookies. All right, so it's been about an hour. So we're going to take our ginger cookie dough, and we're going to get it rolled out and, or not rolled out, scooped out and onto the trays. Now, we're supposed to roll these in raw sugar, which I have raw sugar somewhere and I cannot find it, so I'm going to just use my regular sugar, which you guys know it's cane sugar, so it is a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger granules than a normal than just a regular granulated sugar, and it will work fine. So we're going to use, the recipe calls for a 2.5 inch scoop. I think mine is a 2 inch, but that will be plenty. So we're going to scoop a ball out, shape it into a ball. We're going to roll it in our sugar. And get it on our tray. Now, these are obviously big cookies, so you're only going to get about 6 on a normal size tray, on these half sheet trays. Because they will spread just like other cookies as they bake, so you don't want to get them too close together. I do have my oven preheated to 350. And you could make these smaller if you wanted. The recipe makes them pretty big, and they are pretty impressive when you make them the full size. And I don't know if this says, it doesn't say how many it makes or how many it should make, but it's not a lot because they are so big. So I'm gonna guess this is gonna make about 18 cookies, because I've got 12 here, and there's probably enough for another 6 in the bowl. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're going to use the bottom of a glass to smash these down. Oh, shoot. Okay, so now we're going to put these in the oven, and we're going to cook these 15 to 18 minutes. So I set them for 15, and I'll go ahead and check them and see if they need a few more minutes once that time is up. While those are baking, I'm going to go ahead and just finish up scooping and rolling out the rest of this dough and get it on this other sheet. That way it'll be ready to go when those come out of the oven. So that did make 6 more cookies, so we'll end up with 18 total. The last one was a little bit smaller than the others, but that will be perfectly fine. Alright, so I'm just going to let this sit until those cookies are done, then we'll put this one in, and then we'll take a look at them when we're all done. The last batch of cookies just has a couple minutes left in the oven, so we're going to go ahead and start on the frosting. So I've got 2 cups of powdered sugar in here, and we're going to add 2 tablespoons of meringue powder. All right, 2 tablespoons of meringue powder. And we're going to zest a lemon, and we're going to mince this up and add it to the frosting mixture. So when you're zesting any sort of citrus, you want to make sure that you only get the colored part and not the white pith, because that part's bitter. So you don't want to press too hard, just a little bit, and that's what you need. So I'm going to get this off of here, and we're going to go ahead and mince this up. It's pretty small already from this, but I'll go ahead and just give it a little chop. We'll give it a little chop. Okay. We're going to add this to our powdered sugar and meringue powder. And then we're going to juice half of our lemon and put that in there. And then we're going to add just a tablespoon of milk. That one might have been like a teaspoon. And then we're going to mix this up. I'm just going to go ahead and whisk this up, with a fork. Did I forget something? All right, so the frosting is pretty thick. That's what we want. And now we want to spread about a tablespoon on each cookie. Like that. And then we're going to let this frosting harden before we package up these cookies. Okay, there is all of the cookies frosted. So we're going to let those sit until the frosting has hardened up, and then we can package them. So I realized as I was editing this video that I never finished it. I never did an exit. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying this video series. And this particular recipe will be linked in the description box. But if you want any of my other recipes that are mine or my grandma's, you can follow the link in the description box that will take you to a site where you can purchase that whole set for $5. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.